Good morning, Soul Tribe family. I am sitting here waiting for my car to warm up because I definitely need to run to the store real quick because I have to pick up some things. And I really wanted to talk to you ladies you know, about our listening skills. What I find is that as women, we don't honestly, really, truly listen sometimes because a lot of times we are in our feelings about what we want, especially in things that are new to where we're venturing into when we're in friendships that are going to relationships. And I know this from experience because it's something that I have to constantly, not constantly, but I have to keep in the forefront of my mind and work on, because why? Growing up, I was programmed to believe that uh, you had to be married in order to have sex. You had to, be like a good person for, the bad things not to come. Um, but those are the religion really shaped my world growing up, like many of you. And I've had to really sit back and work on removing those ideologies out of my life to be who I am today. I have a friend, and we're just friends. And previously in my past, I had another friend who I was always trying to control the narrative of what I wanted out of that. And although he always stressed to me, Tabby, I just want to be friends for now. I just want to be friends. Because I wanted what I wanted, which was a relationship. I started to overthink things. I started to do things that jeopardized the friendship, and we're not we're not even friends anymore. And even though I've known that person all my life, you know I know that I had a dealing in what I dealt with him because I wanted to control the narrative, because a lot of things that I honestly don't, when I think about things of where I was in my life back then, I was still married, but separated and going through the motions of divorce. And to this, I don't know whether he's divorced or not, but he was still married, but he was a single father, dealing with his kids. And do I have love for him? Absolutely. He has a special place in my heart that's always going to be there. But I was not actively listening to the things that he was telling me, because he was like, no, Tab, I want to be friends, and I know he knew that I had things to work on just like he did, but I just wanted, it was the insecurities in me that just wanted someone to be on this journey, to share it with me. But now that I'm in a whole different place, some of those things came out triggered with my friend, because it's so funny because we have conversations all the time. And one of the grateful things that I actually am able to listen to, was able to listen to and really listen, not hear, listen to him, was when he said, listen, the friendship right now is all I can give you. He was very honest. He's always honest with me. And that's one of the things I value about him and love about him. See, we don't listen, ladies, a lot of times. What we do is we just want what we want. We want to control the narrative. And life is not about that. Life is about us going with the flow. Not knowing what the future holds, just really honestly enjoying the flow. And it's so funny because with us having conversations and really just sitting back and looking at me, I looked at my life and say, you know what, from our deep conversation, I said to myself just yesterday, as I got home and as I went to bed, and I sat back, because I like to sit back and ponder, because I do a lot of thinking. And now I'm not in a place where I overthink anymore. I don't look past the future. I look at now. I look at what do I want to experience now. Even when I visualize my meditation, I know a lot of people say look at it in the past, but to be honest, right now in my life, I'm looking at currently, day to day, um, where I want to be. And then, yes, I do visualizations for future. Where do I want my life? What do I want it to look like? But day to day, I do visualizations for day to day because I have to. For me, that's just me. You have to find what's best for you. But like I was saying, we always want to control the narrative of what we want. Oh, I want to be with this guy. I like him. He's good. He's this and that. Have you ever sat and thought about you're not ready for it? Like for me, I just got divorced. My divorce is finalized on 10/23. And also, he's also, you kind of knew out of a relationship too, a little bit before me, like, with him being on his path. And like he told me, he said, I can only give you friendship right now. And I'm grateful for that because I enjoy my friendship with him. Even for me, like when I look at the things outside of me, I enjoy the things that we do, and I'm just taking that day by day, minute by minute of what we're enjoying, and I'm not pushing past that. I feel like when the time is right, and when I'm whole and ready to share like a commitment, then it'll be there. But I will always share with you guys the truth and be transparent with you because that's what you need. You need somebody that's going to be honest. Do I go through struggles like all of you? Absolutely, I do. Do I overthink sometimes? Absolutely. But I learn to readjust myself. I'm grounded in who I am, but we all go through things where sometimes we're like, I don't know, but what? Nah, you can't be in that place. It's not going to get you anywhere. In all honesty, you're just going to further push the guy who you're interested in away, because men are built differently from us. We're emotional. They're not. They're based on, they're more analytical. They look at the things within us that they actually value and can have in their life, that they're like, you know what, she's a hard worker, she's ambitious, she's a good mother, she's a good friend, she's a great soul. I like the way she carries herself. She is someone that I can definitely have in my life. And a lot of y'all don't look past that and don't think about what value am I bringing to the table. What characteristics or things is it about me that I can draw into me? These are the things that I want, because in all honesty, someone who comes in your life is going to be a reflection of you internally. But not just that, they also they're going to be individuals who help you to grow. You know what? And the foundation, y'all have to excuse me, allergies, is the foundation for all things is friendship. I don't care what nobody say. And that's my take. Everybody has their own take on things. Some people say, oh no, my mate will never be. No. To me, in my experience, your mate, for me personally, my mate is going to be whoever I end up with, whether I'm married or not, because at this point in my life, I'm not even sure if I want to get married again. That's just honest. It's in the air. Do I want to be married? Maybe. I don't know. But I did enjoy marriage when it was happy times. And I've been married twice, and whether I do it a third time, I don't know. It's not something that right now is something that I want to even think about. Right now, I just want to enjoy my friendships with not just male friends, but with female friends, because I have female and male friends. And, with us as individuals, we have to be able to know that outside of us, whoever we end up with, they have to be able to live their life too. They have to be able to have female and male friends. That's just something that we all have to have a balance of, because we learn from one another. See, when you got insecurities where you can't have the opposite sex as friend, that's not good. But like I said, the thing is with us is that we tend to, a lot of times as women, we don't listen. We only hear. And you ladies got to start, and listening starts with you, listening to yourself. I know a lot of women say it's hard to meditate, it's hard to do this. Let me tell you something. I'm one who my mind is constantly busy because why? I always have things going on in my mind all the time. I'm always thinking. I'm an innovator. I'm an innovator, and I am very creative. And I'm also one who I love sharing all of me with everybody, every piece of me. That's just who I am. I'm always going to share that because why? I'm here to help you, to learn you through my experience. Because why? I've been through some hard shit in life. Hard shit. I was molested young. I've watched my father at the age of 9 months old being beat by police, and also experiencing my father's death very young. I was like 3 when my father died. My biological father died. Not only that, I've been through toxic relationships. I've been married twice. My first marriage, I was married very young, right out of high school. Had 2 kids with my first ex-husband, and we have a great friendship and relationship, and that's always going to be. And whoever's in my life, they got to accept that, and they got to deal with that, because that's how it's going to be for me. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? He's just my friend who I consult him. Actually, I consult him and his wife. They are my best friends. And I have to be able to do that because I have a different family. I have a different dynamic of a family. And these people are in my life, and they're always going to be in my life. That's how we operate as a family. Not just that, but also, my last relationship, my marriage that ended, you know, you have good and bad times. That marriage was full of a lot of toxic behaviors, where it I dealt with someone who had addiction issues, who you know, had his own insecurities, unfortunately. And not just that, it was not just, with the addiction, but also, in the end, I ended up being domestically assaulted a year ago. Believe it or not, that was June 17th of last year. I got assaulted, and I had to move to a safe place for myself and my daughter. And that's all a part of my story. That's what makes up my world. I know that sometimes in friendships, everybody in friendships, we all give advice to one another, but in all honesty, you have to listen to you. It's you that matters. Like I was telling my friend, I was like, I'm at a place in my life where I refuse for any motherfucker to try to tell me what to do in my goddamn house. I don't give a shit who it is. This is my house. I don't give a fuck who I have under this roof. I don't give a fuck what I got going on. I just know that the way I operate, I keep things separate in my life right now. And that's some of the things I've learned too. A lot of y'all jumble a lot of y'all shit up together. And I was one who did that shit. I gotta go talk to this one. I gotta do this other than no, no. I keep my shit to myself. I do. I keep my shit to myself, except for there are some things that I consult my friend with, especially when it comes to business and friendship. I can talk to him about anything. He's a confidant. I could talk to him about anything. And right, wrong, or indifferent, he'll have his own opinion, and that's fine. But I'm gonna do me at the end of the day, because like I said, some of you think that when someone makes you feel good, you tend to try to label that shit. And I was at that point too, where I'm like, yeah, he my man. And then I'm like, then I had to have the realization, like quite a few days ago, like maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Because when he was like, yeah, we good friends, and I'm like, Tab, get out of your mind. Stop overthinking. He ain't your man. He your friend. and that's where we're at. We're just friends. And if it blossoms, it's just something more great. If he continues to stay just a friend in my life, I'm happy with that too. But at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna have a soul partner who's gonna be in my life. Has he helped me to grow in many ways? Absolutely. You know, it's funny because when I see the mirror, he is definitely a mirror of me. Because, like I said to him, you know, the shit that I always want to avoid, you make my ass fucking um, face that shit, and it's made me grow even more so into a stronger person of who I am. And like I said, I'm at this place in my life where I'm building my business. I have time for my building my small business, taking care of, you know, taking care of my family as far as with, you know, my kids are grown. So the things when I say taking care of them is like helping my girls to be solid so that as they venture into their relationships, they are solid and they know, nah, I need to make sure that I'm always well and I'm always good. And, you know, making sure that my granddaughters don't experience having babies young, because why? I repeated that. I repeated being a teen mom like my mom. My mom was 16, I was 18, my two girls were 17 having babies. I broke them curses. Them curses are gone. My granddaughters, that's just not gonna be. I'm helping teach my granddaughters how to be young, enlightened princesses, because they're gonna grow up to be goddesses. See, I'm looking futuristic wise when it comes to that in my family, and then on top of that, I work a full-time job for a top financial, you know, bank, financial corporation. So, you know, those are the things I'm balancing. I know that over time, you know, because time is always needed, because you have to learn that person. You just want to jump. I used to be one that I would jump all in. Fuck it, I'll deal with the shit later. I'll deal with the bullshit, the repercussions later. Nah, not no more. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too fucking old for that shit, and I'm not building no goddamn man. And thank God, I'm thankful to have someone who's in my corner, who's a friend, that, you know, they give me guidance and some little tips, because not guidance, but really, you know, provide me with information, and I'm able to sit and think about that shit, and then I move accordingly to what feels good with my soul and what resides in me, you know, what resonates with me, because that's the God in me, that's the goddess in me. I know who I am. I don't need no other person outside of me telling me what the fuck I need to do. I don't need nobody outside of me trying to, you know, manipulate shit for me. Nah. And a lot of you allow people to do that to you. You allow manipulation to take over. But ladies, in all honesty, we don't listen a lot of times. Listen, because these men are telling you clearly what they want and what they don't want. They tell you clearly in their actions if they're interested. You know whether or not a man is interested in you. If you gotta constantly chase him and he's ghosting you and shit like that, he ain't interested in you, sis. You know, just leave it. And stop trying to control the narrative, because that's what we do. Just continue to work on you, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in a phase of my life where I'm just working on me. I'm working not just my business and those three things, but, you know, I have goals I'm working on. My financial freedom. I'm working on purchasing my own first home, getting a new car. You know, these are things that I want, and also the main thing I'm working on is my passion and purpose, which is being a spiritual consultant, life purpose, and relationship coach. I want to help you ladies to heal, because a lot of you are doing a lot of things out here because you're hurting, and you don't have to hurt anymore. You just need to take the step back to say, you know what, I don't like the way my life is going, so you know what, I need to change some shit up, because I want to be different. I want my life to be aligned with me. It's all about when you're the center of you, everything else falls into fucking place. That's how that shit works. That's how it works. You gotta stop, you know, looking outside of you for the answer. Stop going always to your friends. Sit quiet with your ass. And like I told people, they say to me all the time, women say to me all the time, man, meditation is hard. Let me tell you something. You gotta start somewhere. Okay? With meditation. I'm one, like I told you, I'm an innovator. My mind is always busy. What I started doing is I found other ways to meditate. I listen to music. I watch Banero Beats meditation on YouTube. I listen to inspirational videos on YouTube. You know, I find different ways to meditation is not always just sitting and being quiet. At some time, as you learn the best time to meditate, which for me is always early morning. I am a like I was told by my friend, I'm a love child, and I call myself Love Child 74. And I am unconditional love. I love people. I do. I don't give my love to everybody, but I am a loving, great soul. So when you're around me and you feel my energy, you know you feel the love. But I had to learn how to really get disciplined, because when you become one with yourself and have knowledge of self, it's all about being disciplined and having self-control. And it takes time to work at that shit. It's not an overnight process. So stop trying to rush the healing. Stop trying to rush through shit. Stop trying to rush relationships. Stop trying to rush into friendships. Stop trying to rush just life. Just enjoy it and go with the fucking flow. Enjoy the fucking flow. That's what you're supposed to do. And while you're enjoying the flow, you're healing your shit. You're like, okay, I need to work on overthinking. Let me work on that. I need to work on reaffirming myself and being stronger, knowing that I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm ambitious, I'm passionate, I am intelligent. These are the things you need to say to yourself every day, to say, I know who the fuck I am. Because ain't nobody gonna move me off my motherfucking square. That's how you fucking gotta be. And I know y'all hearing me cuss, but this is just who I am. I'm not gonna change that for no motherfucker. I'm being real. I'm not. This is who I am. I'm real and I'm raw at times. And you know, we have to learn that we cannot try to dictate in this life what others want. When someone is for you, they're gonna show you, and they're gonna say, hey, you know what? I love everything about you. I enjoy this, that, and the other. But I love the fact that you're smart, that you're beautiful, that you're ambitious, that you got your shit together, that you got your own goals. I don't have to worry about you being in my ear and on my back all the time about, oh, what you doing. You know, ladies, some of y'all, let's be real, some of y'all out here don't have goals. You don't have a passion and a purpose, and you just want to put all your stake in some man. You cannot do that. Don't get lost in a relationship. You cannot. You have to chase what you want for you. Everything else gonna fall into place. It is. You gotta trust the process and have faith and belief that it's all gonna work out. I used a mantra that I got directly from Esther Hicks, because I believe in the laws of attraction. I love me some Esther and Jerry Hicks. They are the first people I discovered in my spiritual journey of knowing everything is going to fucking work out for me. Every goddamn thing. And every day I say that to myself. Because what happens when I say that shit and I keep saying my mantra, I watch my life change. I've watched it change. And this has been just, we talking about a year and a half later. I've watched it. You can make that your mantra too. Everything always works out for me. When you go through the hard shit, just say, everything is always working out for me, and I know everything's going to be okay. And I'm not going to overthink. I'm going to go with the flow of life. And I'm not going to sit here and focus my energies on a man coming into my life. No, I'm working on me and what I want and my stability of who I am as an individual, because I know I deserve it. And I know that everything's going to come into a full alignment for me and my world. Everything. And that's what you got to do. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, learn to listen actively and stop hearing shit and overthinking on bullshit, because that's what a lot of us do. We think like, oh yeah, he said to rest me, he took me out to dinner, blah blah blah. Nah, Give it time. You have to give it time, because not only that, yeah, people are nice in the beginning, but you want to really see who they are. Hey, that takes time. Because then later on down the line, you come and be like, this motherfucker, really? Where this come from? No, he been showing you this shit all along, sis. And you are in bliss. And not paying attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you're doing. Listen. Watch. Be an observer. I am one by nature that I'm an observer of behavior. And like I say, everybody has a blank slate with me. You know, I go off of energy and all of that. And if your energy is not good, I don't fuck with you, because that's another thing. Stop fucking with motherfuckers who their energy is horrible. Don't do it to yourself. You deserve better than that. And I just want all you guys to be happy and well grounded and have great relationships and watch your life just blossom into just the most beautiful thing. But take care of yourself. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. Not just only taking care of your soul spiritually. Ladies, start taking care of yourself physically, meaning get up in the morning and do things for you that get your day started. You know, look at what you have to do during that day. And not just that, you know, sit back and really enjoy your life. You're here to enjoy it. You really are. You deserve that happiness. You know, get yourself dolled up, do your hair. I know a lot of us are working from home, and I'm not losing myself at home. I'm rebuilding myself at home, because I got to run to this store, and when I get back, what am I going to do? I'm going to put my dinner in for today in the crock pot, and I'm going to get to work, and probably on my lunch, and when I take my break, I'm going to do my hair and get my shit together, because I like looking beautiful. I like feeling beautiful. You know, I pamper myself. I take care of myself. I'm learning to do all the things that I have put out before. You know, I'm taking actions in my life, and by you just saying what you want and not doing work, you're not going to get what you want. You're going to keep getting the same shit. But I hope you guys have a great day. And, you know, vibrate high. Protect yourself. Like I said, become an active listener. Do more listening and observing, and not reacting and speaking. So I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. Take care.